Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Need for Speed 2015 playthrough series. We now have a couple of Amy's missions. We're just starting off with one of them. This is a sprint race. As you can see, I'm immediately destroying them. Well, okay, yeah. That turn wasn't good, but still wasn't enough to mess it up. This car sometimes catches grip like mid-turn while I'm drifting, which is not ideal. But I did play with its suspension setup and its tires. It's a lot less grippy than it used to be, which is in the context of this game a good thing, because it's Need for Speed. If it were Forza or something, that would not be the case. But for this game, the handling of this car is near perfect right now. That turn was too tight for it. I didn't get enough angle in. And I'm predicting that like I'm very close to the end of this thing, because it's been a while. It should end soon. Within a couple parts, I believe. In the last episode, they kinda acted like it kinda ended. Like they were celebrating a lot of stuff. But maybe there is more to come. I don't remember. Although I did play this game before. Is this even a race? Are we racing right now? They are there. But just that, they just are there. Not a threat. Even though I'm not like showing some crazy driving skills. Doesn't seem to be. Endangering anything, really. Okay, that's one done. After this, we have a Gymkhana to go to. What up?
Alright, holding our heads up high, yo. Come on, let's ace the next run and take all the props for the night. Woohoo!
Next time, try to race me at least. At least try. Target was 3.5K. I mean, you don't even need to try. Okay, well, I'll see you at the next race. It's down there in the map somewhere. Alright.
Okay,
Gymkhana time. I mean, these aren't really Gymkhana because there was no like, not much trickery going on, just driving a little fast and drifting once in a while, which is not exactly what Gymkhana is. That stuff was impressive. I remember watching it when I was little. I'm definitely gonna do the time. I'm just trying to do the score as well, which is a bigger challenge for this car. It's not the driftiest thing out there. Okay. Okay, those little turns somehow worked in my favor. Wait, what? There was a weird arrow there that suddenly turned the other way. You know what? Okay, let me jump. I've already done the score anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Police guy, you can just let me be. You're not gonna catch anyone. The police in this police in this game are extremely pathetic. Like you want them to be more challenging. It's almost impossible to get busted by them if you don't try to get busted. They would struggle even if you tried. Okay, this turned into an actual chase now. Well, that lasted long, didn't it? See, this is what I mean. My guy had the real chance. My girl, I think, was a woman's voice. Okay, I'm done with those. What now? You got which? Wait, so am I done with the game then? It only tells me... Okay, Amy called me now.
I don't know what it is, Ames.
Swear?
I'd tell you if I did. What about Robin?
Nah, she doesn't know anything. Damn Spike, he knows, but he's not saying. I'm gonna kill that douche.
Alright, I'll swing by the garage. Be your wingman on this news you've got.
That would be great.
Cool. I'll see you two over there.
So, dude, come to the garage. I can use all the support I can get. Hell, this might affect you too. Don't drag your ass.
Did you see that? My guy was right there, and he went the wrong way. Or she, again. I missed what kind of voice it was. We can't judge people based on voices now either, so could be anything, you know. May not be a guy or a girl. Let's be woke for a sec. What is that? That's a police car. But it's driving faster than average. Is it chasing something? Okay, it just dipped. Sick. Do I gotta get somewhere? To the garage. Okay, let's do the jump to garage then. Why not? Let's see what's up.
You can't tell me you have some giant secret and then just leave, man.
Sorry, baby. This information's currency, and you're not willing to pay up.
Okay, fine. I will remap your ECU, okay? Just tell me, man, okay?
Buddy of mine was maxing at the diner. He saw Travis and Nakai-san.
Wow.
Okay, Spike. If you're lying to me,
That's
I
a
swear,
scandal.
I really mean this.
What were they doing
Hey.
together?
Makai-san. Koei desu.
よろしくね。君たちが噂のマスタービルダーの二人組だね。
I don't think any of these guys speak Japanese, man.
どうも。彼が怒ってたやつだね。
What do you say about me? Huh?
He pretends to understand what the hell he
それ
said.
ぞれの表現は僕らを一緒にさせるからね。でも車は同じものはないし、一台一台それぞれ違うんだよ。
Let me explain. Self-expression is what brings us together.
Yeah, I read
No two
it.
cars are the same. Each build is different.
車の改造は自己表現だ。
Let me show you around.
Wow, all you do is build cars. When did you learn Japanese, my girl? Damn, he is fast. Even when he's walking, he just disappeared. Okay, each car is different. And then I have a text message apparently. Run to Roblox. I can't even get a pursuit in this game if I want to, so I'm not gonna attempt that. That's gonna, that's not even gonna be fun at all. It's weekend. I'll drive around for a little bit. Maybe some event's gonna appear. If not, I mean, it doesn't sound like the game is done, but I also don't see anything. Random player. Damn, I'm really not receiving. You know what? We got a police car behind us. So let's just turn this into a real thing. Come here, I want to hit you. There we go. Just like that. Okay, she calls me now.
You better talk to Spike. He's laying a lot of blame for this mess in here on
Oof.
I can't deal with it.
That guy is dead.
Out. And being a friend, you're gonna join. Track me down.
He got T-boned so hard. Boom. There we go. Let's get it. Are you gonna call your friends anytime soon? I'm gonna bully you until you do. This guy does not have friends. Wait, let me go back before I lose the guy. Yes, there we go. Let me actually check real quick. Whatever the... I can't see the event. It says something Nakai-san. Beat the target with Amy and Nakai-san. I think the event maybe is gonna appear when I lose this guy. See, he just turned around. Yeah, the cops in this game are a joke. 100%. They're just... yeah. There we go. Okay, let's see whatever this next thing is. Time trial. Oof, I might destroy this one. Alright, see you at the event. Least is most is what it says. I think it's referencing the Porsche, maybe? My car is definitely not the least is most type of car. It's heavy, massive V12. The car itself is fairly large for a supercar. Yeah, more is more. That's my car. Let's see if less is more or more is more. That's what we're gonna determine. Okay, I'm actually gonna take it a bit seriously now. Oh god. The game did it again. That turn just came out of nowhere. There was no way for me to switch without crashing. I was trying to avoid that car or truck, whatever it was. This car braked for me though, thank you. That's very considerate. It's a time trial anyway, so I don't think it matters what he does. I gotta run. Gotta go fast. I like the speeds I'm going at. 230 miles per hour. How was that such a violent crash? Like, I know in real life it would be if I scraped a wall at that speed, but in this game it doesn't feel like. Maybe I'll change my mind when I watch it back. Two minutes left. How long was the race initially? That's what I'm wondering. Like, what percentage of it is done so far? That would make it easier to judge if I'm gonna be able to make it. Given that I don't get many more big crashes after this point. Because if I do, that's not gonna do me any favors. Let's go. Okay. Going kind of smoothly. Let's speed up. Get the top speed going. .231 was the top that I saw. 233. What is that? A McLaren F1 top speed? Oh no, that was not good. Or was it the McLaren F1 240? I don't remember. Might be 230. I'll check it after this. I'm actually not sure. And there we are. We have made it. In time. Awesome. I'm happy with that. I'm happy about that. The last bit was very clean. Happy with my driving and the result. What up?
Hey, I have to admit, I thought you were just another wannabe speed freak passing through. But you stuck it out. Nice.
Let me park at this gas station for a sec. I know it repairs the car, but it actually does nothing. It's just cosmetic. It doesn't even change the nitrous level. Okay, currently I have no tasks. That's weird, isn't it? Beat 1 autolog recommendation. Wow. I have so much motivation to do that. Okay, there's something. What is that? So,
you make up your mind? I just don't want to hurt him.
meet the gang.
Both sides is gonna hurt both.
Okay, see you when I meet the gang. Some crazy Lambo running circles around cops. I wonder if that's like code where they fill in Lambo with any brand that your current car is. Might actually be.
Hey, man. Amy's in her element. She really appreciates what you've done here. We all do. Come on. Hey, look who I found.
Hey! Hey, man.
Hey, I wanna
Yo,
Yo,
yo.
part of the family now.
Those dabs aren't hitting hard, so like you gotta make it echo, you know. Robin, you ain't that cool, man.
He says, we are the next generation, man.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Oh, she's his girlfriend. She's just hitting on everyone, isn't she? Gosh. I didn't even pay attention to what they were saying. They were celebrating me, congratulating me, all of that. Okay, let's drive around again, shall we? If anything comes up, something comes up. If not, then we might be done, more or less. At this point, I feel like they're just throwing in random events, you know? I mean, the whole game kinda has been that way. I've found a crew. I can't even speak, by the way. I don't know how I found them. But I did. I guess I can text. I'm probably texting them all the time. And then they decided to make me their driver. I have no background or anything. I don't know why they trust me or believe that I can be a good racer, but they just did. And it worked out. And I've just been doing random races. And I've just been becoming a bit more famous and making the crew famous at the same time. That's what the whole game has been, I think. And the famous part isn't really reflected. The crew just hangs out with a couple well-known people once in a while, and that's it. Like, that's the only sign of it that you see in the game. So, at the end of the day, I don't feel any different from what I was at the beginning. And I've been driving for a while. And it seems like we might have hit the end. With an extremely easy event. Like, I've crashed 2 times, 3 maybe? I don't know. Like, I didn't drive too badly, to be fair, for something that's 10 something miles long. But I finished with 15 seconds left on the clock. If that was the final event, that's actually it. That was it. A bit anticlimactic. But, Yeah. Yeah. It's alright. I finished the game with the car that I like. I've only driven 3 cars, at least that I bought myself. The RZ, the GTR, and this. And it's been fun, I'd say. It's been fun, but it's the game is a little dull. Looking back at it now. Like, I don't know, I had a lot more fun playing Need for Speed Rivals, for example. Or, well, before that there was Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. This didn't feel that much different from Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012. Which I think had a better car collection, that game. You had a lot more car choices. In this game, the car selection isn't great. It's very limited. And story-wise, again, it's like they put something there, but it wasn't really anything. Like the only thing that kind of makes it interesting is the live action part of it. Like, you can make fun of the characters. They're kind of goofy, I guess. But other than that, as a story, it's not anything strong at all. I found Payback's story decent, for example. Like, again, there wasn't anything super deep, but it left some things to your imagination, and it was okay to leave some things to your imagination because there was substance there. There's a story. There was some motive. There was some like revenge type story. I mean, the game is called Payback. Rivals didn't really have a story. Well, you were a racer that just rose up in ranks, or a cop that killed racers, pretty much. But the game itself is so fun to play, and I think that game has also a great like atmosphere. That game has a vibe. I really like Rivals. Just a little yap session now that the game ended early. Hot Pursuit. I really enjoy all the races in that game, even though like it's not open world connected. All the events are quite like substantial. I think the tracks are very well planned. The car classing in that game is really nice in my opinion. Like, you choose one car per class. You have some favorites from each class that you drive the most. That game, I think, was a pretty big determining factor in what cars that I grew up loving. Because like it kind of forces you to select one car from each class. So you don't only like the best ones, but you like some special cars from each level of performance. It kind of pushes you into doing that. I was pretty little when I played that game, so it kind of developed my car taste in that way. I'd say Rivals did too. A decent amount. Because of, not for different reasons. I think it's because the game was very fun. And they did the 918 Spider really dirty in that game though. The 918 Spider is worse than an F12 in that game, which is crazy. It's a lighter car than the F12, and it has about 150 more horsepower. So I don't know how it ended up worse. It is really strange. All-wheel drive. It's a Porsche. It was the Nürburgring King at the time. The Pagani Huayra was at the top. Ferrari Enzo at the top. I'm so happy that Ferrari Enzo was in the game, by the way. That's one of my favorite cars, so I don't mind. But the 918 Spider should have been with those top 4, like P1 Huayra, Enzo, and the 918. If anything, Huayra could be lower. Or the Enzo too, to be honest, but Enzo was one of the best cars at its time. So it makes sense that once you upgrade it, it has a pretty high potential. Okay. See, I was wall riding there and it started doing backflips. Yeah, this game, I don't think it has ever been one of my favorites. You may ask me why I played it then, because again, it has never really been one of my favorites. That's why I'm playing it, because this is one of those that I haven't played in a while. The others, I remember everything about them. I've played them recently. So yeah, I thought I'd do something different. Any other games to talk about? Payback, I really liked Payback actually when I first played it. I thought it was a big step up. A lot of people apparently don't happen to think so, but I thought it was a big step up from 2015. I think that was like the first real big step into modern graphics, because this game is constantly like nighttime. You can't really know what this would look like in the daylight. Maybe it won't look nearly as good as Payback. Payback had both daytime and nighttime, and I think Payback looked better than this during the nighttime. So I think that says a lot. People criticize the upgrade system in that game a lot. I get it, like, doesn't give you freedom and you have to, you know, wait till you get lucky. But at that time I was really fine with it because I really liked the game's map. I didn't mind grinding in that game. I liked driving in it. I thought the driving model of the game was alright. Yeah, so that wasn't like a complaint of mine really. And apart from that, Heat to me was a disappointment. A lot of people love that game. I really don't like the map in that game. I think it's when the music started going downhill really hard. Heat started it. Unbound like cemented it. If you listen to the music in Unbound, it is very bad. Very, very bad. Like, objectively, I don't care if someone likes it. It's just bad music. Yeah. And Heat graphics, I think it looked good on high-end stuff, but it wasn't well optimized for a variety of systems. I had a decent system and it looked like garbage on mine. So, like, Payback looked a lot better than Heat on the PC that I played on. And it had a decent GPU, like, I think a 60 or 70 of its time. It wasn't bad. A GTX, I think it was a 1060. Payback ran perfectly, looked perfect, max settings, everything. Heat looked terrible, which, again, I was surprised and disappointed. Unbound, I like Unbound more than Heat. I think that's a rare statement from what I can see, but I like Unbound more than Heat. The story was pretty half done. Like, there could be a lot more to it. Maybe they ran out of time that they couldn't, like, prolong it any longer. I don't know. Graphics wise, I think it looks really good. The cartoony stuff, I don't love it or hate it. I'm just okay with it. Some dynamics of the game are a bit annoying. The multiplayer, single player, hard separation. I don't think that's a good dynamic. Like, you have to get all the cars for both of those separately. Not a big fan of that. But again, it looks good. I play it with the music muted completely. What also sucks is that car sounds, the sounds themselves are good, you can tell. But the volume, the car sound volume, like dynamics of the game are terrible. I know who did it, It is so bad. Like, Criterion made Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, and go back to that game if you have it and listen to what the cars sound like. It's incredible. And then come back to this. They sound terrible. Sorry, not this. In Unbound. They sound terrible. They sound really, really bad. Like, you can't even hear them, almost. It's so weird. And max car volume, by the way. You still can't really hear them. So those would be my criticism, which are a lot. Anyway, see, we've been driving around a lot. Apparently this game is over. If anyone, if you've been watching this, or if you watched this video, please go back, take a look through the series. And if you've watched through it, well, thank you. I'll say it when I'm actually driving. That will look cool. If you've been watching, thank you. I'll be playing more games. Actually, I'm planning to play the new game from Tar Series Studios. What was it called? Reanimal. The studio that did Little Nightmares 1 and 2. They're making another game. It's gonna come out soon. I'm planning on playing that game when it comes out. So I think that's gonna be fun. I've played 1 and 2, so I do have experience with, you know, what their stuff looks like. I really like the previous games, and I'm looking forward to that one. And I'm looking forward to seeing more of you in those videos, because I get a couple views on these so far. Anyway, thanks again, and see you on the next playthrough.